Hey y'all. So my teen moms, those of us who became moms as a teenager, y'all okay? I'm just checking in on y'all. You know, I gotta do a little check because some days I don't be okay. Some days I really don't be okay. I think we got it a little harder, and I see why they say wait to have kids, because our kids basically grew up with us, and I see that with my daughter. So, but the difference is they're kids and they not growing at the speed and the rate that we growing. So we was already, it's like we a big sister for the dads, a big brother, because we not that far removed from their age. Like, my daughter is about to be 16 in the 10th grade. I remember being in the 10th grade at Flowers High School vividly, messing some stuff up, getting on teachers' nerves and everything. And I remember the one thing I did was basically like, I had a lack of accountability as a kid, and I don't know if it was due to my parents. Excuse me, this person. I put my parents in the room and they was going pretty slow. But yeah, I don't know if it was because I just never was made to feel accountable. I don't know really truly what it was, but I'm parenting from a healed space, from a teachable space, because I remember going in the world and all I knew was what I was accustomed to, and that's nobody's fault. My parents were in a really good space. They were older, so they took the time to mature emotionally and mentally. So that's what afforded me the life that I have, and I have a little more patience and things like that than a lot of people that I've encountered. But I also had a lot of trauma and anger, because I feel like they wanted to give me a perfect world. And mom and dad, if y'all watch this, there's no disrespect, but they wanted to give me a perfect world, and they did an amazing job doing that. But me being a teen mom and being young, I couldn't give my kids a perfect world, because I was still learning myself. Like, I still had so much growing up to do, and I see that, because as I grow, it's hard for my daughter to grow with me. She's looking at me, and in certain areas, like it's good in some areas, it's not good in some areas, but where I am using things as teachable moments, she's looking at me like, well, sis, she's supposed to support me and be on my side. And I want her to understand, yeah, sis, she gonna support you and be on your side, and I'm gonna ride for mine, and I'm gonna advocate for y'all and all of that. But what I need you to do is not put yourself in positions and situations that I have to ride for, because you're intentionally doing what it is that you're doing. So accountability. Yesterday, good example. My daughter was like, Mom, I'm sorry, I had to cut somebody out in the classroom. And I had to walk out the classroom because these boys were saying X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah.
My name is Gwen Stacy.
And at one point in my life, I would have been like, yeah, girl, don't let nobody talk about you like that. You need to stand up and you show them how strong you are and that you're not intimidated by them. But then I had to think, like, all right, Lauren, go back to high school. When certain people was messing with you, you gave them leeway to mess with you. You gave them opportunity to mess with you. They saw something in you that was mess-wittable and F-wittable, if you really want to get technical. And you did that. You gave them a reaction. So they showed you're not big and bad. Big and bad would have been like, all right, cool. Because now at that point, they don't know what you're thinking. You so in control of your emotions that you messing them up. So they don't know whether they need to keep messing with you, be on the defense, be on the guard, be on what. You about to send your shooters after them, your soldiers after them. And now that I'm saying that, you are like, God got you. God gonna bring that person anything better than your cussing out. Trust and believe it. That little boy could have walked out that school and ran into a wall or whatever, but like, it ain't for us to give the people the lessons, and that's what I'm trying to teach my kids. Like, learn the accountability. You take accountability. Don't put yourself in certain situations, and if you get in this situation that ain't your fault, then you take matters into the hands that need to be taken into, which is God. You be like, look, God, I need you right now. I don't want to act in my flesh, because my flesh will beat up, beat her down, cussing, fussing, tell you, read you the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and the 20th Amendment. But when I be like, all right, God, I need you right now. I need you to step in, because this nigga about to get it, or this about to get it. Like, I talk to God like that. Like, you gotta be real. When God know your heart, like, the truth is the only thing you get away. I gotta be truthful with God, like, because he know it anyway. And who am I to not tell him the truth? I'm doing myself a disservice, because then he can't help me, because I'm not being truthful with myself. I know that my mouth is out of control, so I'm trying to teach my kids. Use me as an example. You seen the transition, like when mommy was angry and yelling and fussing and putting y'all on punishment all the time and doing this, and it just was unfun and miserable, and like, you see how it was. But then my daughter said to me over the summertime last year, she was like, mommy always listening to church music. I remember when she was going through her church music phase. Yeah. Okay. Going through her church music phase. Because that was the only thing that was keeping me sane in that phase. Like, literally. I had to constantly feed my soul, feed my spirit. Because Lauren was going to be destructive. I was going to be my own worst enemy. Like, literally. I'm thinking back, all the problems that I had during this, like, 3 years period in my life, I put them on myself, trying to use my emotions to help me be strong, when I truly just needed God to help me be strong, to rely on him, to help him bring me the people, the resources that would help heal me and bring me to a place of this. So, moms of the teens, I know it can be hard, but healing, working on yourself, healing your trauma, so we don't parent our kids from our traumas, definitely will take us a long way. I think me telling my daughter yesterday, well, she was like, what you gonna do if they jump me or somebody hit me? And I'm like, well, what did you do to put yourself in a situation? I'm gonna be like, dang, Layla, next time be quiet. Like, but sometimes we gotta stop trying to save our kids' feelings, so that we can teach them the accountability, and they grow up out here and don't be looking at people like, but you did this, but you did that, you owe me this, you owe me that. Nah, you owe it to yourself. That's the only person that owes you, yourself. So you owe it to yourself to be emotionally mature. You owe it to yourself to be healed, so that you show up in the world the best version of you, and you know how to maneuver through and handle these situations. Think about how many people who situation could have been different, had the emotional control and self-control, been much better in a situation. And the only way you can do that truly is through God. Like, have true emotional and self-control, because you know who you gotta please at the end of the day. Your focus comes off the world. Like, your focus is pleasing God. And all those moments where I do be cussing and fussing and ready to go off and Kurt, I gotta repent. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. I know. We worked on this. I know. And he get me back in line one more time, because he always listening. So moms with the kids, the teen moms with the teens, y'all be strong, man. We gotta be supportive to each other, and just know we on this journey together. We raising these young kids to go out here in this world and be healed. Like, and that's our job, our obligation. So you got this. I got y'all. God got you. Y'all be easy.